Hello, today's question is, what is probate? So today you will learn what is probate, how long does it take, and does my estate have to pass through the probate process? I am attorney Robert Pecori. I've been helping families with estate planning, probate, and elder law matters for 29 years now in the Pittsburgh area. So first, what is probate? Probate is the process by which your probate assets are passed to your heirs upon death, either via your will or via intestacy. That's when you don't have a will. Note, not all assets are probate assets, and we'll get to that in more detail in a moment. And also, for our purposes today, I'm discussing probate in Pennsylvania. The process is similar state to state, however. Also, this discussion presumes that you have a will. For more information about intestacy, please watch my other video, What Happens If You Die Without a Will. So the first step with probate is the executor named in your will is sworn in at the Register of Wills in the county where the deceased lived. The executor is the person that's in charge of managing your estate throughout the process. They hire counsel of their choice to assist them, and their job is to gather all of your debts and expenses and your assets and protect those assets. They'll pay the valid expenses. They ultimately will pay the inheritance taxes through the filing of an inheritance tax return. And then they make distribution according to your will at the end. Probate is court supervised, so you have to make certain filings, such as an inventory of the assets. You also have to file, as I mentioned, an inheritance tax return. And you have to take certain steps to close the estate at the end. We do this either with a family agreement, which is a contract among the heirs. This is the less expensive and less time-consuming way, or with a formal accounting, which is a detailed report to the court seeking permission to distribute assets and close the estate. An accounting is more expensive and more time-consuming, however. So how long does the process take? It usually takes about a year, but it can take longer than that. Why does it take so long? Well, we have to notify creditors once somebody has died, and then they have 1 year to make claims against the estate. We often leave an estate open for a year just to be sure that there are no more claims are made, or there's nothing else out there that's owing. So it can be a bit cumbersome. It often takes a year or more anyway by the time everything is done and the Department of Revenue approves the tax return. Also, real estate can cause an estate to be open longer. As of this date, real estate is selling quickly, but that's not always the case. Timing also depends on what assets are in the estate. An estate with all cash and no real estate will typically settle faster. Also, does my estate have to pass through the probate process? No, not necessarily. Not all assets are probate assets. We have also what's called non-probate assets. Example, a jointly held property or a bank account. The surviving joint owner owns that asset, or beneficiary designated property like life insurance, IRA, 401k. These assets pass directly to the beneficiaries. They do not have to go through probate. Also, if you have a trust estate, if all of your otherwise probate property is held in a trust, no probate is necessary for those assets. That's called a trust administration. And a trustee, rather than an executor, can pass assets directly to heirs. Trust administration is faster and less cumbersome than a probate estate. Non-probate assets, however, remember, are still subject to inheritance tax in PA, so the inheritance tax return still has to be filed. But again, it's generally less expensive and quicker than doing a probate return. For more information about probate, estate, and trust planning, please visit my website at PecoriElderlaw.com. You can also set up a free consult with me there. For 82 years now, Pecori Pecori has been dedicated to helping families plan for their futures, and we'd love to be able to assist you. If you have additional questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'll be sure and answer them for you. Thanks for tuning in today, and have a great day.